Hi, let's talk about reparenting yourself. Reparenting yourself is essential after childhood trauma, and here's why. Childhood trauma wires our brain for survival. Reparenting teaches our nervous system safety. You can't think your way out of trauma. The body must relearn regulation. Many of us didn't get emotional attunement or safety or consistency or compassion. The thing about trauma is a part of us gets stuck in the age where the wounds happen. So when you reparent yourself, you are healing your inner child. You are healing that wound, and you are sending a signal to your brain that, okay, this thing that we got stuck in happens in the past, happens when we were 8 years old, what happened when we were 10. But now we are no longer in that reality. Now we can come back alive. Now we can face what we were not able to face. Now we can be there for ourselves. You are healing yourself from the inside out. You didn't lose yourself. People pleasing, overthinking, hypervigilance, those were survival strategies that our brain created to keep us alive, to keep us safe. Reparenting helps us separate who we are from who we learn to be to survive. When no one protected you, you learn to attack yourself. Reparenting yourself replaces self-punishment with protection. When you reparent yourself, you become the safe adult in moments that once felt unsafe. If you have an iPhone, this part of the video is going to be so easy to understand. I have an iPhone, and every few months I get a notification that I need to update my phone to the new software. So trauma is outdated software that's still running our present life. Our brain adapted to an environment that no longer exists. Reparenting ourselves is updating the system. Reparenting is so important. Maybe you can relate to my story, but I used to blame one parent for things that was going wrong in my life. I had a hard time the first year of university because there was just a lot going on in my mind that my brain was stuck in survival. So my prefrontal cortex was barely alive. Like, it was hard for me to concentrate in school. It was hard for me with my classes. I was failing a lot of those classes, and I was blaming that parents for making me go through that. And I was just thinking, like, it's not fair. Like, why are they doing this, right? But reparenting is about taking responsibility for our healing. Yes, I acknowledge that parents did me wrong, but I forgive them. I let go of that resentment, because what I learned is when we don't forgive, or we still hold to the grudges of what that person did to us, it doesn't do us any favor. I am Christian, so I just let Jesus just take care of like the judgment because I just know what I'm gonna do is not what God will do. So instead of me being mad at that person, instead of me holding that great grudge, I just let God take care of it, and I just forgive them. And that's why reparenting yourself does. Like, you stop blaming them for everything. Yes, you acknowledge that person did you wrong, but you also let them go, and now you focus on you, because this is your life. That person did you wrong, they're living their life. They're probably not even thinking about how bad they did you. But when you get stuck into thinking, oh, this person did me wrong, this is their fault, like, you are dragging yourself down more, instead of like taking responsibility, saying that, okay, this happened to me, but now let me be there for myself. Now let me heal myself. If you can relate to my story, it was really, really hard for me to let go, but my relationship with Christ really, really helped me, because I know that I have a Father that has forgiven me for my wrongdoing. Like, I'm not perfect, right? So who am I not to forgive them? I let them go, I forgive them, and now I am responsible for healing myself. Because if you don't heal yourself and you blame everything on them, you're not doing yourself any favor. You are not. Reparenting ourselves can feel uncomfortable at first. Getting rid of identity that we form for survival can feel uncomfortable at first. Our nervous system resists change, even good change. So consistency matters more than intensity. Let me give myself an example. I had a people-pleasing identity. And it makes sense because growing up, my environment wasn't safe. I had to make sure that I put other people's need before mine because that would guarantee that I will have a community. That will guarantee that I will have a place to stay, to have food, right? So when I was doing that people pleasing, my brain got the signal that, okay, we did this, now we are safe. We did this, now we're safe. So now my brain associated people pleasing with safety. And when I stopped people pleasing, I remember when I stopped, for example, if a friend asked me to go out and I don't feel like going out and I tell them no, as soon as I send a message, I will feel anxiety. Like literally my whole day will be ruined because my body senses that something is different, right? And at first, I used to be mad about it, but when I learned that the reason why I'm feeling this way is because my body, my brain is just trying to protect me. Because it remembered that when I did this, it guaranteed that I had a place to live, it guaranteed that I was safe. And now that I'm no longer doing that, it doesn't know if I'm going to be able to survive, right? And our brain is just there to keep us alive. So it's not there to make sure that you heal. It's not there to make sure that you heal. It's just there to like protect us. So when you are getting rid of identities that we form for survival, it is so important to be gentle. Do not be so harsh and then shame yourself in this process, because think about it, like your brain is just trying to protect you. Your brain, the part of the brain that knows something is good and bad, is not the same part of the brain that protects us. Good. The part of our brain that knows something is good and bad, that's the prefrontal cortex. And that's the part of us that when we want to get rid of old identity, that's like, this is not good, right? But the part that's there to protect us is another part. So we have to be gentle with ourselves. We have to send direct signal to our nervous system that, okay, I know you used to protect me. I know people pleasing saved me, but it's no longer saving me now. Now it's keeping me stuck in identity that are no longer needed, right? And then talking to yourself, mirror work, and affirmation, all those things work. Like, you can fail today, but if the same thing happened tomorrow, if you are kind with yourself and then it keeps happening and you are kinder to yourself, your nervous system will get the signal. And now I am at the point where setting boundary is an easy thing for me now. Now I'm no longer the people pleasing. I know that identity sometimes comes back, but when it comes back, I am so quick to catch it and then tell my body, no, we're not doing this, okay? So it is going to feel uncomfortable. You're gonna find yourself going back to things that you swear you're not gonna do anymore, and that is okay. That is just your body keeping you safe. That is just your body protecting you. You don't heal by becoming someone new. You heal by making it safe to be yourself. I hope this video was able to help you. I will see you in the next one. Bye.